Throughout history, we as a citizenry have strived for one common thing: to provide a safer, more prosperous future for our children. For more than 40 years, PAL has been doing just that. In the 1960s, a young street cop patrolling Jacksonville's high-crime neighborhoods saw a need. Children gathered in alleys and on street corners with nothing to do. That officer knew that one day those same kids might end up in the back of his patrol car. He knew something must be done. Officer Norm Demures personally purchased sporting equipment, went to the local park, and from the back of his patrol car began changing the lives of Jacksonville youth. As more officers answered his call for help, PAL was incorporated as a 501c3 nonprofit youth-serving organization in 1972. In 1974, that officer's vision, a vision to provide a better future through sports for children, began with the first PAL Center opening on McDuff Avenue.
The Police Athletic League is not just about athletics anymore. Athletics is really just the hook that we use to get them in.
Today, PAL is still focused on its founders' ideals of reducing juvenile crime and instilling positive values, character, and leadership skills in youth. PAL has grown to serve Jacksonville's at-risk youth in 6 locations across our community. Although sports continues to be the hook to attract students to PAL, PAL also provides a nationally accredited after-school education program, summer camps, tutoring, mentoring, and a teen leadership program. These athletic and educational programs emphasize positive interaction with law enforcement officers and other adult role models. Serving between 600 and 1,000 children and youth daily, PAL builds friendships between law enforcement officers and our students.
You know, we all know, for example, that the highest property crime rates occur from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And we know that that's when most of our children get involved in crime, sex, drugs, and that's why PAL is so important, because we fill that gap.
64.
And then we start working with them after school on homework, on personal hygiene. Some we have to feed. All of those things that are important in their life to keep them out of crime, that prevention and that intervention.
PAL helps me meet new friends. Some of them I really didn't know.
Oh, I love being at PAL.
If I didn't come to PAL, I would just go straight home and I wouldn't have any fun. I would just forget about my homework and probably just watch TV and be bored.
When I first heard of PAL, I thought, PAL, Police Athletic, okay, my children are not in trouble, they're not bad kids, what do I need to bring them to PAL for? But it's far from that. It's really an educational program. It's really what it said, a pal, a friend.
Over the 2.5 years, I've been doing math, language, reading. We have to write stories about our seasons and stuff too.
When I don't want to do my homework, they encourage me to do it because they say if you don't do it, you won't have your dream job, which is a veterinarian. You have to have good grades to be a veterinarian.
PAL helps me with their attitudes, with their behavior. And you know, my kids in a safe place. They're not out on the streets, they're not at home where anything can happen if they're by themselves.
While the importance of PAL to Jacksonville's youth has evolved over the years, it still practices the same simple ideals of that one Jacksonville police officer. PAL today, leader for life.
PAL is a place where you and your children would want to be. An after-school program, that's fine, but to find a place that actually cares about your children is where I would want to bring my children. It's where you should want to bring your children.
If I could ask the public one thing, it would be to support PAL, whether through their time, talent, or treasures. And I can tell you, if you have limited treasures that you can invest in the community, I would suggest you invest them in PAL, because I can tell you, you will not get a better bang for your buck than you will when you invest in the children at PAL.
How are you investing in Jacksonville's most valuable resource?